morning, classmates. We are the group 4 and today we're going to discuss the RA 9729 and RA 1074 or the climate change of 2009. So these are the topics that we're going to discuss. Number 1, that is climate change. So dito, papahapyawan natin ng konti yung cause and effect of climate change. Number 2, how to reduce climate change. Number 3, what is RA 9729 and 1074. Number 4, the declaration of policy. Number 5, the definition of terms. And lastly, the natural punishment and penalty of the climate change. So first, what is climate change? It refers to a change in climate that can be identified by changes in the mean and or variability of its properties, and that persists for an extended period, typically decades or longer, whether due to natural variability or as a result of human activity. So kapag sinabing climate change, ito yung pagbabago ng pattern ng klima na nararanasan natin. Every year nakakaranas tayo ng super typhoon and ngayon naman nakakaranas tayo ng sobrang init na panahon. Tapos, kung napapansin natin, kahit rainy season, nakakaranas tayo ng mainit na panahon. Tapos kapag summer naman, nakakaranas tayo ng pag-ulan. So, ano nga ba yung cause? Ano nga ba yung dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng climate change? So, dahil ito sa fossil fuel na ginagamit ng mga tao. So, halimbawa nito yung mga gas na ginagamit sa mga sasakyan, yung pagsusunod ng mga uling, tapos yung factory emission or yung mga usok na nanggagaling sa mga factory. So yung fossil fuel kasi, naglalabas ito ng large amount of greenhouse gases na nagkakos ng greenhouse effect. So ano nga ba yung greenhouse effect? So, yung greenhouse effect, kapag yung mga greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, is naiipon sila sa atmosphere ng Earth. Kasi yung init na nanggagaling sa sun, papunta sa Earth instead na mag-bounce back ito, papunta sa space, nag-i-stay siya sa loob ng Earth kasi natatrap siya ng mga greenhouse gases. Next, how to reduce climate change. So, number 1, by use of renewable sources. So, yung mga renewable sources, tulad ng mga solar system at saka ng mga wind power or ng mga wind energy. Yung mga yun kasi is nagbibigay sila ng less carbon dioxide sa environment and also nagbibigay din sila ng electricity without burning any fuel and polluting the air. Next, sustainable living. So, sa pamamagitan ng pagtatanim ng puno, bukod sa makakakuha tayo ng sariwang hangin, ito rin ay nakakatulong to reduce the carbon dioxide level. And lastly, reduce carbon footprint. So, ano nga ba yung carbon footprint? It is the total amount of greenhouse gases that generate our actions. So, halimbawa nito, para magawa yung reduce carbon footprint, yung nabanggit kanina yung reducing transportation emission. Instead na gumamit ng mga sasakyan, kung malapit lang yung pupuntahan, mas magandang maglakad na lang or gumamit ng bicycle. Plus, next naman is by reducing electricity use sa bahay. Kapag yung ilaw hindi na ginagamit, mas magandang i-switch off ito. Tapos yung mga appliances din, kapag hindi ginagamit, alisin sa pagkakasaksak. Tapos isa rin sa mga katulong to reduce the carbon footprint yung pagre-recycle para mabawasan yung mga basura na tinatapon. Next, dahil yung climate change, hindi talaga natin yan maiiwasan. Kaso ngayon kasi mas nagiging mabilis yung epekto nito. Kaya nagkaroon ng batas patungkol sa climate change. Yung first is the RA 9729 or also known as the Climate Change Act of 2009. It is an act mainstreaming climate into government policy formulations, establishing the framework, strategy, and program on climate change, creating for this purpose the Climate Change Commission and for other purposes. So yung mga Climate Change Commission, no, sila yung policy making body ng government na with regards sa climate change. They are the one to coordinate, monitor, and evaluate programs, and ensure integration into international, local, and developmental plans.
RA 10174, an act establishing the People's Survival Fund to provide long-term finance stream to enable the government to effectively address the problem of climate change, amending for the purpose of Republic Act 9729, otherwise known as the Climate Change Act of 2019, for the other purposes. It creates the 9-member People's Survival Fund, more just oversee policy and strategy on how to use the fund will be used. Declaration policy. It is the policy of the state to afford full protection and the advancement of right of people to the healthful ecology in accord with the rhythm and harmony of nature. In this light, the state has adopted the Philippine Agenda 21 framework, which espouses sustainable development to fulfill human needs while maintaining the quality of nature's environment for current and future generations.
Adaptation refers to the adjustment in natural or human system in response to actual or expected climatic stimuli or their effect. Dito sa adaptation, dito nag-adjust tayo bilang sa tao dahil sa pagbabago epekto ng climate change. Paano po? Adaptive capacity. It refers to the ability of ecological, social, or economic system to adjust to climate change, including climate variability, and extreme to moderate or offset potential damage, and to take advantage of associated opportunities with changes in climate or to cope with the consequences. Sa adaptive capacity, dito tinutukoy naman is yung pagsasayos natin sa kapaligiran. Nililimitan nito yung posibleng negative effect ng pagbabago ng klima. Anthropogenic causes refers to causes resulting from human activities or produced by human being. Dito sa anthropology, ito naman yung salinang pagmumula ng ginagawa ng tao. Example is yung pagdodoso o yung paggagawa ng dinami. Sa climate risk refers to the product of climate-related hazard working over the vulnerability of human and natural system. Disaster refers to a serious disruption of function of a community or a society involving widespread human, material, economic, or environmental losses and impact which exceed the ability of affected community society using the own resources. Disaster, ito yung mga naranasan natin sa mundo, yung alubang pagkalindol o yung mga bagyo. Disaster Risk Reduction Management, DRRM, refers to the systematic process of using administrative directive organization. Ito yung mga organizational skills. Ito yung mga nag-implement ng para aware tayo sa ginagawa ay sa mangyayari sa mga. Gender mainstreaming refers to strategy for making the concern and experience of women as well as those of men an integral dimension of design, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of policy. And program in all political, economic, environmental, or ecological, societal spheres so that women and men benefit quality and equality is perpetuated. Global warming refers to the increase in the average temperature of the earth surface, air, and ocean that is associated with the increased concentration of greenhouse gases in atmosphere. Sa global warming, ito naman yung yung pangkaraniwang bilis na pagtaas ng temperatura. Tulad ng naranasan natin ngayon.
Ang galing!
Greenhouse effects refers to the process by which the absorption of infrared radiation by the atmosphere warms the earth. Tapos, sea level rise refers to an increase in sea level which may influence by factors like global warming. Tapos, mainstreaming refers to the integration of politics and rules. And then, vulnerability, degree or risk kung saan yung mga lugar na actually sa climate change. And then, punishment and penalty, lahat ng natural disasters.
So sa punishment and penalty, wala talagang specific laws under sa climate change kasi nga ang climate change is nakukuha sa mga other laws, yung mga blue, green, and brown laws. So yun lang, may katanungan ba? Wala